Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I wanted to pop in here really quick. I know I always come in unannounced, but I wanted to share with you kind of the strategy that I believe in getting the family member that you have decided to join with you. You're actually, as Doug Moss says, it's kind of like your third leg. Your family member, if you signed up somebody for your family, is your third leg. So you have your right leg, your left leg, and then your family is your third leg. So I want to help strategize for you, if you haven't started doing so, on how to get that family member emerald, and then, hi Natalia, and then getting that family member to diamond, which is so beneficial to your business. But I thought I would share with you first the story of me signing up Mick and how that journey looks for me, because I really didn't know until I did this, and I'm really surprised at how slow it was for me, because I didn't have anybody like myself and Lindsay to guide me. But now, in this position that we are now, hi Laura, how crazy good it is that I did it the way that I did it. So I signed up in June of 2008. You guys, it'll be 10 years next month. Freaking ridiculous. If you watch Lindsay's, I hope you're watching every single one of Lindsay's live. I just sent her a message. I'm floored. I'm floored with her ability to just get in your head, right? She's amazing. But her talking about how time flies anyway, right? I'm telling you, these last 10 years have freaking flown by. Oh my God. I can't believe I've been doing this for 10 years. But anyway, so I joined 10 years ago, and I waited to sign up Mick until 6 months later. Mistake number one, but it's okay. I mean, it still worked out for me, but I did wait 6 months. So if you've been a coach for a while and you still haven't signed up your spouse, do it. Okay, I'm about to show you why you need to do this. But so it was 6 months after I had signed up that I signed Mick up. Why? I don't know. Nobody told me. That's why. My first check underneath Mick's Business Center was 3/30/2010. So it was over a year later that I made my very first check under my husband. It took me that long to go, oh, well, I signed him up. I should probably work him as well. So about 13 months later, I made $57. Now get this. On 9/28/2010, so that was 21 months later, I made my first check over $100 with Mick. Took 21 months to get a $100 paycheck underneath Mick's Business Center. Then my first check over $1,000, and remember this is for a week, was 6 years later. It was January 14th, 2014. So it took me 6 years of just kind of dawdling with his Business Center, but it was placed in a good spot at the beginning of my business. It started making routinely $1,000 a week. Now, it is a one-star business because my daughter is underneath that one as a diamond, and it makes, it caps out at $3,000 a week. If I would rank advance my husband, if I wasn't so greedy, I would share my coaches, and I would rank advance my husband, he would cap out at about $5,000 a week. I signed him up 6 months late. I didn't do anything with his business for years. And even now, it's making, it has the potential to make over $5,000 a week, right? Was it a smart decision for me to sign him up? Absolutely. Remember, it doesn't have to be your spouse. It could be any kind of family member. But the point is that having that Business Center there was a smart move. Now, like I said, my daughter is a diamond underneath that Business Center. And it's got a couple of rock star coaches. I think some of you are in there. And she caps out at $2,000 a week, right? And she doesn't get that money. She has to earn that money. But she gets $2,000 a week in that Business Center because of the placement that I put her underneath my husband's account. So strategy is everything. And starting off early, for those of you that are on my team and got to watch Doug speak yesterday in the beginning, how you're playing checkers. And it moves into being chess eventually. Checkers. Checkers is a very simple strategy, but your family is definitely the kings in your checkers game, and putting them there is going to benefit you wildly. So I really wanted to run this by Lindsay first, because she may have a different strategy She's very good with genealogy, and I'm hoping that she watches this and can give her 2 cents as well. But here's how I really think that building your business and building a family member's business should go. Okay, even again, Doug Moss, who's all of us that are 15 stars and double and triple and 4-time 15 stars, work with Doug. He's the boss man to the really big leaders in the business. And he always says that you should you should hit, as a coach, you should hit Success Club. You should add coaches to your business. You should teach your coaches to hit Success Club and teach them to add coaches to their business. And that's essentially how you become successful at this. It's that simple. So how do you break that down even more? For instance, always hit Success Club 5 or 10. Now, why do I say 5 or 10? Honestly, it just depends on your goal. If you feel like you're enthusiastic enough that you can put yourself out there, and get 5 customers a month, or get, 2 coaches and 3 customers a month or whatever to hit Success Club 10 pretty easily, then by all means do it. Don't ever stop at Success Club 5 because you think, well, that's good enough, right? Work to your potential. In the beginning, my goal was Success Club 5, and that became easy for me. When I was hitting Success Club 5 pretty easily, I would jump, to Success Club 10, and I worked at pushing myself. As Lindsay said, that challenge, that challenge is good, to feel that you're working towards something. Success Club 10 until that became a little bit easy. And then I pushed up to Success Club 20. And now 50 is my goal every month. And I've been hitting it pretty consistently. I don't know if I'll go higher than that. It's pretty good for me. We have lots of coaches that hit Success Club 100 every single month. It's crazy. But for me, 50 is good. But what if I were just to stay with that mentality of Success Club 5? I hit it. That's all Beachbody really recognizes is Success Club 5, so I'm good there. Then I would never grow. My business would not grow at a more rapid pace because you get good at what you're doing. The more practice you have at putting your story out there, the more practice you have at announcing that you're doing a challenge group, the more testimonies and success stories from your groups that you have that you can put out there, the easier it's going to be. That's just fact. I don't care what you do in life. The more you practice it, the better you get at. Unless you played piano as a kid, and I could never get piano down. I had piano lessons for 4 years, and I could always play the right hand. I could never get my left hand down. And I'm left-handed. Anyway, I digress. So you need to hit Success Club 5. Success Club 22, Cassie, that's fantastic. You see? You can do it. Depending on your goal. Now, Beachbody, as far as Success Club 5 and Success Club 10 goes, there's really no difference in recognition as far as perks go. So if Success Club 5 is your gig, that's cool. I know that I've hit Success Club. I think Lindsay and I are right on the same, we're right there. But I think it's been 98 months that I've hit Success Club 5 in a row. 98 months. I'm almost at 100 months. Crazy, right? Add 3 coaches to your team. Does that sound scary to you? To add 3 coaches, it really should not be scary whatsoever, because the longer you do this, and if this is your first full month, then you don't have a lot to go off except for your own enthusiasm. But like I said, this business is the compound effect. So every month that you're a coach is more customers that you've had hit or become a part of your group using your products that you can reach out to later. Follow-up is key in this. Hi, Kelly. And so the longer that you do this, the more people you have to work with. So be patient. It will get easier because your funnel is going to get more and more full. So add 3 coaches to your team, whether that's initially when they decide to become in your challenge group, share with them the benefits of being a discount coach, or going back to people that are having great success and saying, wouldn't you like the opportunity to be able to help people as well? Come into my challenge group. Let me do the heavy lifting for you, just like we're doing for you. And invite your friends and family. It's so much more fun. And, get a little bit of commission for your hard work and payoff. The more that you put a paycheck to your results, the harder you're going to work on your results. You know that, right? That's fact. If there's income potential for you because of the results that you get from getting healthy and fit, you're going to likely stick with it. All right. Once you get 3 coaches and you've hit your Success Club, then you go to your family or your spouse. I'm going to interchange those words. It's the same thing. Your spouse, and work to get them enrolled. So maybe that first month you only get 1 coach under them. That's okay. And then the second month, maybe you can put that following coach underneath your spouse or your family member. Hopefully in the process of you building your business first, hitting Success Club yourself first. And why? Not only for the perks and the recognition, but you have to walk the talk, right? If you want your coaches to hit Success Club, oh yeah, you better be hitting it yourself. You be the example, okay? So once you do that and you start building your family member's account, hopefully there's somebody on the other side that's duplicating your efforts to build, right? So, you know, you can always even make it a game and say, you know, for the couple of coaches maybe you have on your right leg and your spouse is on your left leg, say, I'm working to get my spouse Emerald, I'll race you. And get your coaches to work on getting Emerald as well. Eventually, you'll get yourself to Diamond because you have a spouse or a family member that's Emerald, and hopefully on the other leg, you've got somebody who wants to work this as well and has gotten to Emerald. You continue this cycle, right? By hitting Success Club every month yourself, getting coaches on your team to always continue to grow your business, to find Emeralds and Diamonds that are going to come through. You add the coaches that you can to your spouse's account once you've hit your own goals. And again, eventually, as you're building that spouse or that family member to Diamond, there should be somebody on that opposite leg that you've put coaches on, because remember, you're adding 3 coaches every single month to your business, that is pushing to get to Diamond as well. And then what happens? You've got a Diamond on the left and a Diamond on the right, and you are a freaking 2-star premier coach probably that gets to open up that second business center, which you can put on the weak leg or the weak leg of your spouse if they're on the strong leg. That doesn't matter right now. But that's really the strategy that you want to go by. And if there's anything that I can really stress to you guys, success does not wait. Too many times do I hear my coaches tell me, I've hit Success Club 6, there's 3 days to go, and I'm talking with one person, but I'm going to hold them off and sign them up on the 1st of June. Hell no. Where would you ever let that space in your brain live there? That is a minimalist mentality, and you should never, ever go there. Abundance, right? You are a rock star coach who's going to build a big business. You're going to change a ton of lives, okay? And you'll have plenty of people to work with because you're consistent. Just as Lindsay said to me yesterday, I am ridiculously consistent with this business. Been working at the same speed, the same strength for almost 10 years. And that's you too, right? You're going to be here 2 years from now. So get rid of that mentality of trying to save somebody for June 1st, because somebody else will take that spot. And that's how you build a business. And that's how you start to get the income that you deserve because of the fact that you did not have that minimalist mentality. Now, I want to share something with you really quick that, of course, I made another document. I'm reading off of it, and then I'm going to post it. Is my philosophy on something that I created that I haven't put out there for no other reason except for no other reason. I guess honestly because I'd love your input on it. I'd love Lindsay's input. I would love all of your guys' input, whether you're a leader in this group or even a newer coach. But I truly believe that this business is a crazy opportunity for people. I know you feel that way as well, but I speak with other people that are in different businesses as well. And when they hear that to be a Beachbody coach costs no more than to be a customer, and that it's only $160 to start your business, they're freaking floored by that. They're like, that's it? $160? Most are, $500 up into the thousands of dollars to get started in this. Or $160. And that's the same thing that a customer would pay in order to be in a challenge group. And floored at how inexpensive and how easy it is to get started as a business owner in Beachbody. And yet we as coaches admit it, have that fear of telling somebody it's $160 because you think it's expensive. It's not. Yes, Marcia. In my presentation, I always talk about how legitimately it's just dinner and a movie here in Dallas. One night of entertainment can take you from, $160 to, a business that's generated near $10 million. That's doable. But people think $160 is a lot of money, maybe because when we talk about it, they can feel that reservation and that fear that we have of sharing, that it's $160. So you need to have that mentality that it's not that much. But here's my philosophy on starting coaches off aggressively. It's called Find Your Five. All right, so imagine this, that if you bring a brand new coach on and you help them find their five, right? They reach out, they make their list of people that they know, that they love, that always complain about not having enough money or complain about yo-yo dieting or having all this excess weight that they can't get off, that they find freaking 5 people. They find their 5 and they bring on their 5 coaches their very first month. It's doable. It's doable. Fight or flight. If you really wanted this business to work for you and your family, you would get that done. And if that happens, guess what? Number 1, where's my list? You hit Success Club, 5 or 10, depending on if people are coming in with a challenge pack or not, or maybe they've already bought them from you before, or bought in the past. You hit Success Club 5 or 10 that very first month, which is fantastic, which sets you up to get leads the following month, which is cool. You're an Emerald coach, not only an Emerald coach your very first month, but you are a very strong Emerald coach your very first month. If you duplicate that the second month, most likely you will be Diamond by the end of your second month of being a coach. You get $250 in commission, right? If you sell 5 challenge packs, $50 a challenge pack, that makes you profitable your very first month. How many people that you bring on as coaches would love to double their initial investment the very first month, especially if they have skeptical spouses, to say, hey, I invested $160, but look, I made $250 plus. If you sell those 5 challenge packs, bringing on those coaches, you get the $100 quick start bonus as well. So you really made $350 your very first month. You spend $160, so you're still making about $200 your very first month as a coach. Now, I know that sounds, if it was the norm, people would do it. You could get into that whole story of the 5-minute mile and how everybody thought it was impossible, but it's not. If you could help people find their 5 at the very beginning and tell them this is what people are doing, this is how we start the business strong and how we get you profitable your first month, get you getting paid leads and yada, 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 people will be like, oh, okay, how do I go find my 5? It would be done, as opposed to coming on, inviting them in and baby stepping them. Okay, I just want you to pick a program, and I want you to get, through that 21 days of program, and I want you to document your journey. That works as well. But just understand, if you're bringing on somebody that is like, I need this to work, or I'm all in and I want to get out of the gates sprinting, consider doing something like Find Your 5 with those new coaches, because I guarantee with your enthusiasm, you sharing your journey loudly, and then you keeping them engaged and keeping them held accountable to doing what they need to do. Somebody just called me. I don't know who. Then I got to get off. Some of my connection is bad too. Then you will find a ridiculous runner like a Lindsay Matway by giving them the Find Your 5 theory. So I just wanted to throw that at you. More of an aggressive way to get somebody started, but something that I've been toying with for quite a while now. So, but anyway, there's your strategy for getting yourself to Emerald and Diamond, and then also getting your spouse or family member to Emerald and Diamond and working on that. So I would love to know if you guys are still connected with me, where you are right now, and where is your family member? Are they just a coach right now, or have you started to get them to Emerald and maybe a date in hopes that you have your spouse or family member Emerald by? Okay, can you give me a date? I'd love that. You guys have a great Friday. Happy Memorial Day weekend, by the way. How fun, huh?